All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of our High Isle playthrough. So last time we finished up a side quest in the Steadfast Manor over here, and I thought it was pretty good. So now we're continuing on. We're in the same location, but we have a main story to do here.
Lady Arabelle asks about the nobility, while 2 of my retainers are missing. The Society of the Steadfast will do whatever is necessary to keep its people safe.
Word.
She mentioned the Ascendant Order might be involved. Do you think that's possible? Yes, I understand that you and Lady Arabelle have tangled with these brigands before. They claim to be knights, but they have no honor. Will you do as Lady Arabelle suggested and look for my retainers? I would consider it a personal favor. I sent Grenier and Denise to retrieve a shipment from the Navir docks, but I expected them back ages ago. They were traveling the road to the south. I just pray no evil befell them. The supplies we can lose, but good people are irreplaceable. Thank you, my friend. I'll confer with Lady Arabelle while we await your return. I'll tell her everything I know about the nobility of High Isle, if she really thinks that will help. I knew peace would be hard to achieve, but I never expected a war.
Okay, so we'll do that, but I did see a quest down here. It was kind of like out in the middle of where. So, I kind of want to go at least pick it up, even if we don't do it now.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble. Well, I'm far from an expert. Because it's...
Okay, yeah, this is going to be a good one. Ooh, I kind of want to do that, but at the same time... Well, yeah, let's do it later. The Stibbins and Lady Laurent quests are always very entertaining. They're like the meme quests of ESO.
Let's ride.
Eventually, we'll collect all of the sky shards and whatnot. There's actually 18 in here. That's like 6 whole skill points. Woo.
Get back, you fetcher! Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Yes, I think I'll leave him alone. What's that bear doing? Alright.
Well, I shouldn't just walk in. Oh, good. A kind face. I have tried time and again to ask politely for my friend's safe return, but they rudely mock me in response. Would you help me retrieve Privet? They took her away into Breakwater Cave. Didn't even ask my permission.
Yeah, that's called kidnapping.
Oh, my Privet is without a doubt the most beautiful sheep on the island. Just ask anyone and they'll agree. A swell of Hadalids reside in this cave. They displayed such inner ugliness and took Privet. I just heard her cries from inside.
Say no more, fam. Oh boy.
A skeleton! Not Privet's, thankfully. I hope this poor soul didn't die alone.
Okay, so we have 2 quests in here. So let's get 2 in 1. In theory, it shouldn't be too bad.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Those look like those morph thingies from Dead Space.
In a big family,
Kinda.
you have to know how to scrap.
Dude, that is so far away.
Off with you, Swit! I never used to fight this much, until I met you.
Ooh, a belt. New expansion means a lot more sticker book.
I really don't like your odds.
Oh no, Privet! Wait, these aren't sheep bones. Maybe a horse? Oh, poor thing.
Man's a furry. I think we just hard missed it.
Privet's sash. I gave this to her as a present. Finding Privet's sash worries me. She'd never take that off. Unless she left it as a clue. She wants me to know she's here. The bones we found looked gnawed on, but none of them were sheep bones. So I feel confident Privet's still alive. What a horrible notion. You don't think they'd plan to eat poor Privet? How could anyone look into those sweet eyes and consider such a deed? Privet isn't food. She's a friend. But I must agree.
Fish are
very
friends,
nasty
not
behavior
food.
from my new neighbors.
Girdle.
What a horrible notion. You don't think they'd planned to... We know Privet came through here because we found her sash. But since we didn't see any sheep bones, they must have moved her. Let's search the caves over to the west. I know it's rude to rummage around someone's home, but they started it. From the archipelago to the mainland, everything is war and fighting. But it doesn't have to be that way. I try to assume people have good intentions, and usually they do. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. I can work that out later. Of course you do.
I really
could go
don't.
on for an eternity about her. I already mentioned her beauty, but she's also so considerate. One time,
Hey,
I
yo.
caught chewing on a shirt. I felt very cross until I realized she'd done me a favor.
I don't think I really want to know anymore. Get me out. I want off this ride.
It was my old, worn gardening shirt. I like to give used cloth to the seamstress in town. She makes patches, but she's old and it hurts her to cut cloth, so I cut it before donating. Privet saved me the trouble. She's great.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages. I guess this is a fight now.
Woo! Endeavor. I forgot to do my endeavors yesterday because the servers are down. Hello. You're free now. I don't blame you for wanting to run away. Why are there 3 of them? What in the world?
Oh, my dear Privet. I don't know how I could live without you.
Man has a favorite confirmed. Named generic. That feels bad.
I must say, and I don't usually speak ill of anyone except goats, but those Hadalids were awful. Didn't even bother to explain themselves. I'm thankful you came along to help. And Privet tells me she appreciates you as well. No, thankfully. Her wool is damp and dirty, which I find offensive, but she's safe. I'll clean her right up in no time. Please, take this as a thank you from the both of us. I'm glad that not everyone is as rude as those Hadalids. High Isle feels so peaceful most of the time. That's why I like it here, a respite from all the chaos of the mainland. But recently there are Hadalids and rogue knights roaming the roads. And adventurers like you. Too much excitement for me.
Let's not ask any more questions. Just get out of here. Talk to the Lord again, back at the estate. Well, bro, glad you got your sheep back. I'm out.
You return alone. I take it the news is not good. Grenier and Denise were not just retainers. They were friends. The Steadfast shall miss them, and so shall I. Please, tell me what happened. Grenier and Denise were helping arrange a banquet at Castle Nevere. Then they were to collect the supplies and return here. What could they have seen that would cost them their lives? The banquet is just to welcome our royal guests to the island. The Ascendant Order, plundering Steadfast supplies and killing our retainers. Damn. It was brave of Grenier to try to fight back, but foolish. The supplies weren't worth their lives. So Lady Arabelle informed me. I'd hesitate to accuse anyone, but perhaps you should join me at Castle Nevere. All the nobles of High Isle will be there, and if my retainers did see something at the castle, perhaps you can determine what that was. Duchess Elea of House Dufort is hosting the banquet. She's decided to go ahead and throw the party, even though our guests of honor are still missing. Go to Castle Nevere's courtyard. Introduce yourself when you arrive. Be discreet, please. Duchess Elea wants to project confidence, especially in light of the current situation. Rumors travel swiftly in the archipelago. The people need to believe we have things under control. I expected to pay a ransom and have the delegates back by now. Ridiculous. No one opposes peace. It's just that some of the nobles questioned if this were the right time and place. Duchess Elea, for example, didn't want to bring the mainland's troubles to High Isle, not without hope our efforts would bear fruit. Count Leonard of House Mornard enjoys brisk profits by supplying all sides in the war. He doesn't want that to end too abruptly, especially not in a way that makes Elea and House Dufort look good. He detests that she decided to host the talks. Rivals and partners. House Mornard built its wealth on trade. They rely on House Dufort ships to carry their goods. But the two families have long vied with each other for primacy. The Mornards resent the fact that the Duforts rule High Isle. My family has always believed that wealth is meant to foster good works. When the three alliances went to war, I made the decision to do whatever I could to help common folk caught in their violent wake. So I started the Society of the Steadfast. We're not a religious organization per se, but we do take inspiration from the teachings of Standar. We establish healing centers and other works to show compassion and mercy to those touched by this terrible war, soldiers and commoners both. We're a small society that mostly works near the battlefields of Cyrodiil. I did turn a portion of my estate on High Isle into a healing center. We bring the badly wounded here to recuperate. The peace talks naturally grew out of our other efforts.
It's a shame the Ascendant Order got to Lord Baccaro's retainers before you could. What could they have seen that warranted their deaths? Perhaps we'll learn more at Castle Nevere, although I'm certainly not in the mood for a party. And our missing guests of honor will no doubt be the main topic of discussion. This is a chance to listen, as well as ask questions. Make sure you speak to Elea Dufort, Demar Dufort, and John Menard. They'll be the most important nobles present. Until we know more, I suspect everybody. But if any of the nobles are funding the Ascendant Order, I think it likely that it's one of the grand families of High Isle. That means House du Fort or House Menard. Either way, we'll know more soon. Alea is the Duchess of House du Fort and nominal ruler of High Isle. Damard is her brother and a count. John Menard is the highest-ranking noble of House Menard, currently on High Isle. He's Count Leonard's cousin, representing house interests here.
Righto. Go to the castle. I do want to get that sky shard along the way, though. It's just right there. Okay. We gotta go to the Way Shrine, and then probably a quest down there to get a companion, from what I've heard. I don't know who it is, though. I'm just gonna get both of them over time. Can we even go this way? Is just like the scuffed route?
I heard the daughter is so distraught she's refusing to leave her rooms. So exciting. What brings you to our tourney grounds here at Castle Navir? Oh, never
Boy.
mind. Have you heard the latest? The Knight Commander has offered her daughter's hand in marriage to the Sapphire Tourney winner. Everyone's aghast. Well, Aurelia has been the most desirable hand on High Isle for years, but no one thought she'd ever commit to a match. Seems the commander has forced the issue. Oh no, that would be a slap in the face to her mother. And Aurelia's such a good girl. More scandal. Her friend Isobel is a participant in the tourney. She's sworn to free Aurelia from her mother's promise. I can't wait to find out what happens. If you have
Okay, so Isobel
return,
is
she could
companion.
agree to marry Aurelia, then free her from the shortest engagement in history. Delicious.
Off we go.
Dude, that is some 10 out of 10 voice acting. They did a good job. I want to do this quest because you unlock a companion.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll figure something. I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand? Apologies. My name is Isobel Valois. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire Tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is Knight Commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize. Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the Knight Commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second? The 8 must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. All right, there are 3 knightly orders here on the Isle. Let's decide what task to tackle first. The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross.
I kind of don't want to spoil it. I kind of just want to YOLO win.
The people of the Sisters. Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters.
Perfect. We got
Their
this.
power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder to give us a staff, a symbol of their order. I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial. I'm no mage, but I think I might have a leg up here. Either way, it's going to make for a good story. That way shrine near the Coral River is our starting point. I'll see you there. I'll meet you near the old way shrine just up the road.
You're going to help us. Oh, the Eight bless you.
Seems like a cool quest.
Ugh, I thought I heard Snag yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him. We're on a quest. So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man. I would never. Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge. Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder. I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory, but the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way. I think they used to be, but no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Ifre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle.
Okay. We need a new companion because my Miri is level 20 already. I went the wrong way.
They're coming for us. I was tired of walking anyway.
Damn. Snag and Grelinov beat us here.
Get behind me, squires! Snag was here first! Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans? I think the trick to this is the pillars themselves. Take a look. A cat's paw. A bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps. That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child. Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove. In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers. I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot.
Feather, flower, veil. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do this on multiple characters to unlock them.
Are you interested in tales of valor? My courage has taken me throughout the archipelago.
I think I went the long way again. Yeah, we definitely just went in a huge circle. Don't mind me.
You're back, carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope. Majestic birds, right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks. A Spriggan's veil, powerful symbolism. That did it! Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there? Oh, yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriette la Courageuse, eh? So nice
Big word.
you two could come out there. Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days. Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against a cottage? Enjoying good health, second. Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful. Oh, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard. Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. We've got the staff. The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done. I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. Let's move on. Eight above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. Brave, swashbuckling warriors that make you recite poetry. Ghastly stuff. No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better.
Let's do it!
Isobel?
Aurelia, what are you doing here?
Don't be annoyed. I, did sort of follow along.
I'll catch up to you. I want to talk to Aurelia, make sure she's all...
Got you, fam.
Eight, give me strength. Of all this, we've got a small hitch in this rope. The key to the catacombs entrance is usually right near the door. But someone took it. Drake, I hope not. The idea of aspirants trying to directly sabotage each other doesn't sit well with me. And I see that look in your eye. No lockpicking. But buff my plates. We still need that key.
I actually was just about to destroy the door, but yeah, I mean, lockpicking would probably have been a better idea.
Yes, let's split up. I'll go speak to the castle stewards, and you head for the offices of the Knight Commander. We can meet back here. Stendar willing, one of us will have some luck. I still can't believe someone took the key. So childish. I bet it's Morton's. Morton's. I mean, they're not real pirates. They're knights who ride the waves instead of horses. And sing. By the gods, do they sing. There's an old joke around the castle that they're called the Order of the Albatross because they're so damned loud. Yes, a golden lute. The story goes that some years back, the head of the order, Sir Brenvale, went down to clear the catacombs of a mad spirit. I think it was some Dufort noble? I'm not sure who, but Sir Brenvale never returned. I'll be honest, this is one order I'm not likely to join. They're an odd group. But it kind of makes sense. Just think of them as something like chivalric bards. They're constantly on the hunt for new adventures, new tales to tell. Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
Okay. Let me go get the key real quick.
Oh, Mother. Thank you for assisting Isobel. I'm so grateful to you both. Aspirant Mortons came by not that long ago and told me he already had a honeymoon trip planned. The audacity. Oh, one of the other knights probably took it or hid it. Cheating! Isobel will not like that. One of my mother's aides might have one. It's good she sent you to ask, though. Best she avoids the Knight's Wing for now. She and I have been friends since we were very young. Knowing Izzy, she'll want to avoid even rumors she appealed to my mother for help. I'd start by asking Dame Hendra. Nilsman might have a key as well.
If you don't have an appointment to meet with Commander Jorvel, make one. She's busy, as am I. The Nord over there can make the appointment for you, if he's not writing that god's-awful poetry at the moment. And I'm looking for a posting more interesting than pushing papers for Knight Commander Jorvel, or playing politics with snooty nobles. Tell me, why should I give a key to the first peasant who comes wandering in off the lawn? A bribe? How unexpected. Most people I have to deal with would rather get snippy and tell the commander about how rude I am. All because I can't be arsed to be obsequious. Refreshing. Here's a key. Try not to get killed down there.
Easy. Sorta.
There was some kind of cult, they say, right beneath the king's castle. Called him...
Stewards were no help at all. Alright, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. Sir Brenvale probably made it deep into the crypts.
Imagine.
These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here. Valois, Mortons. I'm here with my second. We'll try to help you.
Whoever you are. No. Guys, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. Lady Aurelia is a treasure. Lovely to look at, and so unconventional.
Well then.
All right, don't cry for mummy.
Ah, so that's the intended path.
Is that the last of them? Back.
Oh, is that you all with my sword? Oh, you're back. Fair, and well played. Good luck to you both.
Nailed it.
I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make. They say that Sir Grenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Ugh, gives me the shivers.
I'll take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
Golden loot.
That's the loot! We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
La! At last, someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon.
2 out of 3 done. Let's go.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Grenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve. Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about. Let's keep moving. They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort. Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts, the hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking. Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Can't miss it.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Now that is indeed what a library is.
What is it?
All right, last objective for her. Honestly, like, I'm having fun doing all this, but man, it's just a lot of going from point A to B. fetch quests, if we call them.
There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we? People left books open. All find anything promising? Let's chat.
Lore book?
The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake! Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there, before they became nobles. Oh wait! I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young. Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also didn't go looking for knightly relics, which now I wish we had. There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry, we can beat Burjo and Langley to the ruin. I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt. Each of the captains have their own view on how to earn honor. I've heard stories that the Iron Knot's captain, Orlfeth, has slain trolls twice her size. So just swinging a sword won't impress her. She wants warriors that can think as well as fight. That's a funny thought. I don't think so, but we can ask her. The hilt itself is classic Iron Knot, a historic trophy from a mighty warrior who fell in single combat at a crucial battle and changed history with his blade.
I assume the best way to get there is from this waypoint.
You lead.
Not quite as exciting as I thought it would be, but okay.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isobel.
It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea. Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Burjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around. Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in.
Yes.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise. This is it. The old
I really
stones
don't
the
like your
locals call it.
odds.
Let's find that hilt. That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
Easy.
Careful there, Squire. Don't let the branches snap back.
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me, but we did it! Redheart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendarr, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here.
Yeah, I got you. You want him to step on a Lego. Got it.
I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on. All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the Tourney Pavilion. I'm excited. And nervous. I get a bit uncomfortable being the center of attention. Here, meet me on the jousting grounds. We'll head in together. We've done it! All 3 trophies! Meet me near the Tourney Pavilion and we'll present them together.
Off we go!
In the castle or on the side? It looks like it's on the side. Ooh, horse racing. That looks fancy.
Isobel! You've saved me! I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths. We walk in, and the Tourney Herald announces us. I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem. It's tradition, Stendarr help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this with me was more than helpful. You've been a calm and steady influence. A real partnership. Thank you. Let's just get through this last bit. Follow me. The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
Bird.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isobel Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the gilded lute
Wonderful.
of Sir Brendale.
Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the
commends
staff
you,
of the
aspirant.
Wild Woods. After solving the wizard
Aspirant
Erlebrew's
Valois,
puzzle.
claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isobel Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isobel, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
Yay, we did it.
You did well, Isobel. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you. I've known Isobel, Dame Isobel, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistance may have also played a part? Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people. For acting as Dame Isobel's second during this year's Sapphire Tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother. I'm not sure.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was struggling. And now look at us. Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone. I can't tell you what that meant to me. I still can't get used to it. Dame Isobel Valois. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment. Except maybe the poetry part. I've been thinking.
Woo!
I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything. If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
How do you... So, like, you can...
I think things have turned out just the way they should have. Just be ready to see Isobel less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story.
As much as I love Mira, we got someone else to level now.
How can I help?
Oh, level 1 with white gear. We gotta start again. Oh boy. First of all, you get a new horse. What horse do you want? What would be appropriate for Isobel? It would probably be a horse, but what kind of horse?
What would you ask of me?
Next, we have an outfit. What would a knight wear? I'm not sure. Just a normal, like, Imperial Knight or Breton, what would you wear? That's kind of nice. All right, we got a new companion. We finished that. With that said, I'm gonna cut the video here, and then I'll see you guys in the next part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Drop a quick like if you did. It's been an hour, and we will continue, of course, with the main story. And I'll see you guys next time.